DITV's news director Kayla Smith is live in Washington, D.C. with how Iowa legislators are reacting to the shutdown.
Morgan, Betty, I am here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., right in front of the steps to Capitol Hill. Now, we are 17 days into this government shutdown, meaning that we are about halfway to the longest in history. Now, yesterday, the Daily Iowan had the opportunity to talk to District 1 Representative Mariannette Miller-Meeks and Senator Joni Ernst about what's happening right now on Capitol Hill.
Things are staying about the same here. We're still waiting on hearing those election results and hearing from Miller-Meeks. But in the meantime, I've had some nice conversations with some of the voters here who've told me a little bit about why exactly they're voting for Miller-Meeks in this election. You know, there have been some common themes, whether that be her military background. There's been a lot of talk about her moral compass, that she feels grounded, she feels like she's trustworthy.
Yes, ladies, things will definitely be warming up this week, giving us the perfect spring weather. I'm here live outside of the Adler Journalism Building, where it is currently about 48 degrees. Definitely a little bit chilly for what I'm wearing, but luckily the sun seems to be starting to peek through those clouds. Yes, Kate, Iowa City was just one of the many places across the country that saw a large turnout to criticize the current presidential administration. Now, the first demonstration took place last June and saw about 5 million people, but this movement is only growing. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what we saw right here at home in Iowa City. Around 1,000 people flooded downtown Iowa City with more than just themselves, but their voices too.
Don't let anyone convince you that silence is not compliance.
People came together in chants.
This is what democracy looks like.
Songs.
We do this till we free
and even some dancing in a call against the Trump administration. And it was a movement that went beyond just this street in downtown Iowa City. It was across the entire country. This protest was the third installment of the No Kings protests, and attendees heard similar themes of protests of past, with many speaking out against the Trump administration's aggressive immigration policies.
Haciendo paradas de tráfico y cuando esto sucede comienzan a interrogar a las personas su estatus migratorio, haciendo la vida diaria en un caos.
Several organizations spoke at the protest, highlighting how these groups are fighting against ICE in their own communities.
We've seen them show up for immigrants. We've seen them show up to traffic stops. We've seen them organize and work with the community.
Organizers estimate over 8 million people showed out across the country to continue the pressure they've been putting on the White House since June of last year. I'm here at Riverside Casino, where Mariannette Miller-Meeks and some of her closest supporters have come together to await the results of the election.
Miller-Meeks supporters spent the night cheering on her run for a third term in the House of Representatives.
Politicians who don't win are not quite as valuable as politicians who do.
Supporters of Miller-Meeks were on the edge of their seat, awaiting the results of each county in this tight race.
Bohannon is very closely in the lead. I think it's possible that she could come back and win it, but yeah, you never know. I'm excited to see what happens.
While the election for the 1st District seat was not confirmed by the end of the night as votes were still being counted in Washington County, Miller-Meeks has personally claimed victory.
Not only did we not lose by 16 points, we won. We won this district a third time.
On the other side of the aisle, the Bohannon Watch Party kicked off with a packed room with high energy. Supporters came together cheering for wins across the state, while also sharing their personal experiences of why Bohannon is the candidate for them.
I nearly died in pregnancy, and I just really think that if the laws were the same right now, that I would have not survived my ordeal. The doctors thought that I wouldn't survive or I would be brain dead.
This was Bohannon's second time facing Miller-Meeks, with more supporting and backing than before.
I love Christina Bohannon.
Look, I'm really proud of Christina Bohannon. It's looking like a close race. I think we knew it was going to be a close race, but one thing I have to say to you Iowa students, I mean, they turned out.
While District 1 results are still up in the air as of 6 a.m. this morning, both parties remain confident that they will win the vote. From District 1, Kayla Smith, DI-TV.
The State Fair is tradition for many Iowans, and one of its most loved rides is celebrating its 50th birthday this year.
The Sky Glider was introduced to the fair in 1974 and has become a staple for fairgoers since its inception.
What do you like about the Sky Glide?
Good.
For many, the Sky Glider is an opportunity to see the sights throughout the fairgrounds the riders might have missed the first time.
And every time that we do the Sky Glider, we ended up getting back off and going and seeing something that we saw while we were on the Sky Glider.
I mean, genuinely, it's great people watching. Like I said, you can see every, vantage point at the Iowa State Fair.
This year, the fair painted the 50th gondola gold in honor of its birthday. But other than that, the ride has seen little changes over the years and is the bridge between older and younger generations.
Riding with my grandchildren on the Sky Glide, and then the ones that were ahead of me turn around and taking their pictures. So that's always a good memory for us.
He went on it last year, but it was a little scarier because he didn't quite understand to sit back. It was very nerve-wracking for me as his mom to be up there with him.
The Sky Glider hopes to continue to be a part of family fun traditions for the next 50 years to come. From the Iowa State Fair, this is Kayla Smith, DI TV.